Hi, nice to meet you guys. Welcome to the weekly meeting. So first of all, we will give congratulations to our members who got the decent scores in AMC 10, 12, and COMC. Uh, and this week we will continue to go over some questions from the past Cardi and format contests. Okay, I hope you have or taken a look at the questions I gave to you and tried your best on it. And let's see the first questions. So the first term a1 is x, and we don't know what is the second term a2, but we know what's the third term is y. And there is a general rule which is n plus 1 equals the number before it, the term before it, plus the term after it minus 1. So we can know that a2 is actually x plus y minus 1. So then we can know what is a4. So how do we know a4? Because a3 also equals a2 plus a4 minus 1. Therefore, a2 is x plus y minus 1 plus a4 minus 1 equals to y. So we can know that y equals to 2 minus x. a4 equals to 2 minus x. So use the same way, we can know what is a5, what is a6, what is a7. Let's just simply know that a5 equals 3 minus x minus y, a6 equals 2 minus y, a7 equals to x, a8 equals to x plus y minus 1. Okay, we can notice that there is a sequence of 6 terms from 1 to 6. And it starts from 7, there will be a new sequence. So 6 terms makes one sequence. And the sum of one sequence is actually, we can know from calculations that is equals to 1. It's 6. So for the first 2018 terms, how many sequences will it be? It should be 336 times 6. So there are 336 sequences, which this is 2016, and we have extra 2 terms. So the extra 2 are x plus y minus 1. So for the 336 sequences, the sum of these are 2016, and we need to plus the extra 2 terms. So the final answer is E. Okay, let's quickly move on to the second question. The cylinder has a radius of 12 and height of 30. By using the Pythagoreans, we can know that the slant of the cone is 6 times square root of 29. Because this is a sphere, so all the radius should be equal. Let's say the radius of the circle is r. This is r. and the length of this part is 13 minus r. And we can now extend this line to the slant of the cone. And because these two lines are parallel, so we can know that this angle equals to this angle. Then we can know that use trigonometry that r to this line equals the ratio of 30 over 6 times square root of 29. Let's say this line is x. So r over x equals 30 over 6 times square root of 29. And we can know that x equals to square root of 29 over 5 times r. And we can use trigonometry again in this two or similar triangle. In this two triangle, the right triangle, the ratio of 13 minus r over this line, which is r plus square root of 29 over 5r, should be equal to 13 over 12. And just solve this equation, we can know that r should be around 4.84. Okay, so the third question. Let's see the examples the question gave us. So we all know that a triangle of sides with 6, 8, and 10 are right angled. And if the side is greater than 10, it should be obtuse triangle. And if it is, for example, this 11, if it is smaller than 10, it will be an acute triangle. And the question is, if an obtuse triangle has side lines of 10, 17, and x, so there will be two scenarios. First, 10, 7 are the shorter lines. And we can first assume this to be the right angle, and by persegrams, we can know that the longest line, it should be 19.7-ish. So in order it to be an obtuse triangle, it should be greater than 19.7. So it should be greater or equal to 20. We also know that for the third line in a triangle, it should be greater than the difference between the two other lines, which is 7. Also, it should be smaller than the sum of the other two lines. So for this part, the possible x values are 20 to 26. Also, the other situation is if the 17 is the longest line. Same by the persegram theorem, we can know that the other line is 13.75. But however, in order this triangle to be obtuse, this line should be smaller than this number. So imagine that it is smaller, and this angle would be greater than a right angle. So the possible values are from 8 to 13. And just add up all the numbers, we can get 224. Okay, the last questions are relatively easy. We can just simply read through it and get the answer. So box 1. One gold, one black. Box 2. One gold, two black. And box 3 has one gold, three black. So when we randomly chose one ball from the box 1, so there are 50% possibility to get a gold or a black. So we can say that if we put the ball into the box 2, the box 2 will have 4 balls, but there are 50% for the fourth ball to be gold or be black. So we can say there are 1.5 gold ball in box 2 and 2.5 black ball in the box 2. So there are the same idea if we chose one ball from box 2 and put it into the box 3. Because there are in total 4 balls in box 2. So box 3 will have 1 gold plus 1.5 over 4 gold, and 3 black plus 2.5 over 4 black. And right now, there are 5 balls in box 3. So if we want to pick a gold ball, that will be 4 plus 1.5 over 4 divided by 5, which equals to 11 over 14. Okay, so these are the solutions to our weekly questions. Feel free to ask us any questions if you have through Discord or Teams. Okay, have a nice weekend.